friends, I am Dr. Anupma Goyal. Today I am giving my video lecture on the Markensia which is bryophyte. Well, first of all, I will talk about the systematic position of Markensia. It belongs to the class Hepaticopsida. Order is Markensiales and the family is Markensiaceae. The genus Markensia has about 65 species which are found all over the world, and the species grow best in cool, moist and shady places. Markensia polymorpha is one of the species of Markensia which is found to be grown as a pioneer in the burnt soil of the forest after fire. The genus Markensia is represented in India by about 11 species, and these 11 species grow well in the western Himalayas. Markensia polymorpha is a most widely distributed species. It occurs at an altitude of 2,500 to 5,000 kilometers on moist river banks and rocks. Well, now I will talk about the gametophyte of Markensia. First of all, what is the external structure of Markensia? The Markensia, the plant body is a gametophyte, means it is prostrate, dorsiventral and dichotomously branched like that of Rexia. A distinct midrib is present in each branch on the thallus. A close observation of the dorsal surface reveals many polygonal or rhomboidal areas which demarcate the outline of underlying air chambers. Each polygonal area has a pore in its center. Well, the dorsal surface of the thallus bears gemma cups along the midrib. They are crescent-shaped structures with smooth, spiny or fimbriate margins. The gemma cups bear gemmae which help in vegetative propagation. Each branch of the thallus grows indefinitely by means of a growing point situated at the apex of the thallus in a groove called the apical notch. Well, the ventral surface of the thallus bears rhizoids and scales on both the sides of the midrib. The rhizoids are colorless and unicellular. They are of two types: the smooth-walled rhizoids and the tuberculated rhizoids. The smooth-walled rhizoids have peg-like ingrowths. The scales are multicellular, one cell in thickness. They are usually violet in color due to the presence of the anthocyanin pigments in their cytoplasm. The scales are arranged in two rows on either side of the midrib. The scales of Markensia are also of two types: appendiculate scales and the ligulate scales. In the appendiculate scales, these are characterized by the presence of an apical subrotund appendage, and ligulate scales are small and do not have any appendage. The sexually mature thalli possess specialized erect branches, the gametophores, which bear the sex organs. These branches, the gametophores, arise from the growing apex situated in the apical notch. The branches present on the male thalli are called the antheridophore and they bear the antheridia, whereas the branches present on the female thalli bear archegonia and these are called as archegoniophores. Now I will talk about the internal structure of the thallus of Markensia. It shows the three distinct regions: epidermal region, second the photosynthetic region and the storage region. Well, first of all, I will talk about the epidermal region. It includes the upper and lower epidermis. The upper or dorsal epidermis forms a protective covering above the photosynthetic region. It is interrupted by many barrel-shaped air pores which open internally into the air chambers. Each pore is surrounded by 4 to 8 superimposed tiers of cells. Now, the pores are analogous to the stomata, but the cells of the pore wall do not control the pore size like the guard cells of the stomata. The lowermost layer of the storage region forms the lower epidermis. Now, the second region is the photosynthetic region. The upper epidermis is followed by a large number of air chambers. These chambers develop schizogenously, and in the air chambers are uniform in shape. They are arranged in a single horizontal row. Many simple or branched photosynthetic filaments arise from the floor of each chamber. The filaments are composed of chloroplast containing cells. Well, last, the third is the storage region. It lies immediately below the photosynthetic region as a compact zone of several layers of polygonal parenchymatous cells. The storage region is thick in the center and gradually tapers towards the margin. The cells of the storage region are devoid of chloroplast and do not have intercellular spaces in between them. Most of the cells of the storage region contain starch or proteins, granules, and some mucilage and oil containing cells are also present. In the next lecture, my friends, I will talk about the reproduction in Markensia. If you like my video, please subscribe my video.